Well guys, in my previous video I have already explained concept of accounting. Right now I'm going to give definition of accounting. It's a class cover please. Thank you. It's a class 11 first chapter chapter 1. As I told you right now that I have already explained about concept of accounting. Now chance goes to definition of accounting. Accounting is what? Accounting means to keep the record of business transaction in a systematic, scientific manner. In accounting, various process. In accounting goes to various process. Like at first, all the transactions are identifying. What? Identifying. Next, identifying, measuring. What that? Measuring. Next step is recording. Measuring, summarizing. What? Measuring, summarizing, measuring, summarizing, analyzing, analyzing, and recording. When bookkeeping ends, at that after accounting begins. Bookkeeping is a part of accounting. I have already told that. Identifying means what? Either the transaction is financial transaction or not. Either the transaction is financial transactions or not. If that is financial transaction, that should measures. That should measures. How it measures? With its monetary terms. with its monetary terms. In which account it should keep the record. That is the measuring. And summarizing. Summarizing means the transaction which is kept in a book of account, which is kept in a book of bookkeeping, sorry. In bookkeeping, clerical or assistant used to keep the record of bookkeeping. That is, according to nature of transaction, summarize. And that after analyzing. Summarizing means the what is the effect of the transactions that is used to write in summarizing way. And that after analyzing. What is the report? What is the status? What is the status of the transaction? What is the status of transaction? In which account it should be record? In which account it should be record? In this way, analyze and recording. Recording means to keep the record. If the transaction is go through the if the transactions is related to journal, that is recorded in journal book. If the transaction is to record in proper journal, that is recorded in proper journal. If the nature of the transaction is to record in ledger book, that is recorded in ledger book. If the nature of the transaction that is to recorded in trading account, that is recorded in trading account. Okay. If that is concerned with balance sheet, that is recorded in balance sheet. In this way, in a set of books of account, all the business transactions are recorded on the basis of the nature of the transaction. Okay, the transaction is first identifying, second measuring, and third one is summarizing, fourth one is analyzing and recording. Recording means to keep the record. In this way, so many scholars and writers has been defined accounting. Among them, according to Berman and Durbin, accounting is identifying. Accounting is defined as identifying, measuring, recording, communicating of financial information. What is that? Identifying. Identifying means the transaction is the transaction is economical transaction or not. Cuts in account in any financial organization. In any organization, the only economic or financial transactions recorded in a set of books of account which have monetary values. If that is not related with financial transaction, that is not recorded in any sets of books. First. Second, measuring. Because to keep the records of account, or to accounting process, there's needed a skill, knowledge, experience. Because this is a top level management work. It's not a simple work. It's not a bookkeeping. So that anybody can be record anything else. To bookkeeping, the person, those who are recording, they also needed some knowledge. In this way, according to their experience, they measures means evaluate the transaction, and that after recording in a books of account. They record means keep the record, whether that is concerned with ledger, that is recorded in a book of ledger. I have already told that if the transaction is recorded with journal, proper journal, cash books, subsidiary books, and whatsoever accounts, whatsoever books, that is recorded. And after recording, that information informed to the upper level management, higher level management. Because that record helps to analyze, to make the planning of the organization. In this way, Berman and Durbin has defined accounting that to identifying the transaction, measuring, recording, and communicating of financial information. It's a process of accounting. This is called accounting. Similarly, R.N. Anthony also defined accounting. According to R.N. Anthony, accounting is the measurement of means of collecting, summarizing, analyzing, and reporting monetary terms, information about the business. Another one, Smith and Asborn defined accounting that accounting is the means of measuring and reporting the result of economic activities. This is the definition of account. Now, we are going to read about advantages or importance of accounting. Advantages means benefit. What are the benefits of accounting? At first, its benefit is facilities to replace memory. It facilitates to it facilitates to replace memory. There are several transactions transacted in any financial organizations. Nobody can memorize every transaction. When transactions are recorded in a books of account, when it needed, through the help of account book, it helps to once more memorize the transactions. So, to facilitate to replace memory is number one advantage of accounting. Number two, it helps to provide evidence. Every economical transactions are recorded on the basis of evidence, on the nature of transaction. Every transactions are recorded on the basis of evidence. There's mentioned time, amount, name of quantity, price of quantity, bill order, delivery, who has delivered the bill, who has kept the record of the account, everything there's mentioned, and the bill is also collected as evidence. When it needed, it is used to show. That's why accounting records can be used as evidence in various legal processes. It helps to settle disputes in organization or from any other siders. Number three, facilitate it it facilitate it facilitates to calculate operating what? It facilitates to calculate operating results. Because every transactions are recorded on the basis of nature of the transactions. And what is the operating expenses? What is the operating expenses? How is the status of the organization? What is the stock of goods? What is the status of stock of goods? When we want to, or if someone want to know the status of production, they used to see stock ledger book. In this way, various financial transactions are kept in a set of books. When it required, it's helped to calculate operating results. In this way, according to balance sheet, we can see the status of the organization. That's why it's called that. It facilitates to calculate operating results. Number 4. It helps to prevent from frauds and errors. When we keep the record, when we maintain the account book sins as mirror. If somebody is intentionally try to twist or fraud, or may there some errors happened, that is find out through the account, that is find out through the accounting process. That's why in accounting there's a system before the final statement prepare, before the final account prepare, or the last month of the year, every transactions reconcile or trial or check to prevent from frauds and errors. It helps to prevent from frauds and errors. Now, now help it help to the provide information to the management. That means it helpful to the management. It help to the management. How? Accounting records provides various information to the management for proper planning, decision making, and their implementation. In this way, it's helpful to the management. You have to, if in examination, if this question will become, you have to see the marks. According to marks, try to write answer. I think 3 points will be sufficient. If that is for 1 marks, no need to explain its points. If that is for 2 marks or 3 marks, you try to explain it in shortcut way. Now, different between bookkeeping and accounting. Difference between bookkeeping and accounting. You have to write here bookkeeping as you knew very well. Make a format bookkeeping like this, and another part write down accounting. This is in rough. Don't forget to use pencil to make format only. First, what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is a primary stage. What's this? This is a primary stage. You can write this is a primary stage. But what is difference? Accounting is a secondary stage. It's a what stage? Secondary stage. Why secondary stage? Because when bookkeeping ends, accounting begins. When bookkeeping ends, accounting begins. That's why accounting is second stage. Number 2. Its routine is like in clerical nature. What? Clerical. Junior staffs, junior assistant used to keep bookkeeping. But accounting is what? Analytical in nature. Analytical means the person, those who have depth knowledge in particular subject, means about the person, those who are keeping records, he might get depth knowledge of account. He might get well experience, well skills to handle the record. That's why it is complex. Account keeper has to analyze every transaction. So it's analytical in nature. Number 3. Bookkeeping's main objective is to record bookkeeping systematic and systematic and clearly by showing their art. But accountings motto is to performed by senior level staff and requires high skills, manpower, complex knowledge. In this way, fifth point is or fourth point is bookkeeping is a part of accounting, but accounting is a whole itself. Number fifth, bookkeeping has limited scope and concern with recording of data, but accounting has wider scope and concern with summarizing, analyzing, and communicating. Because this record accounting is used to show various parties, various firms to the government. That's why this is the differences between bookkeeping and accounting. When you write answer, please mind on marks. According to marks, write answer. Okay. Or if that is very short question, just write 2 points, 2 differences. If that is asked for, if the question is asked for 3 marks, write three points, three differences. Thank you very much for beautiful classes. Thank you.